Looking back 2 decades from now, what decisions will you wish you made today? Have you ever looked back on your life and thought, I really should have invested in that? Whether it's a stock, a business, real estate, or something else entirely, hindsight is 2020. We all have regrets about not capitalizing on opportunities when we had the chance. Well, I'm here to make sure you don't have those same regrets 20 years from now. I want to share 10 investments that you'll deeply regret not making today, when you reflect in 2040. These are the personal, financial, and emotional investments that compound over time and pay dividends for decades to come. If you want to set your future self up for happiness and success, pay close attention. We strongly recommend that you check out our guide on how to take advantage of AI in today's passive income economy. Paying off debt. This first one may surprise you. When considering investments, most people think of putting money into stocks, real estate, or starting a business. But paying off debt is one of the smartest investments you can make, with some of the highest guaranteed returns. Think about it. When you take out a $300,000 mortgage at 5% interest over 30 years, you'll end up paying over $215,000 in interest. Credit card debt can be even worse, with interest rates from 15 to 25%. As long as you have debt looming over your head, you'll never truly be free. You'll owe money to banks and creditors, and risk losing everything if you miss a payment. Paying off debts faster by making extra payments can save you tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars in interest. It also provides immense peace of mind knowing you own your assets outright. In 20 years, a life free of debt will be one of the best investments you've ever made. Real estate in economic centers. They say the 3 rules of real estate are location, location, location. This rings true when investing in property near economic centers. Every city has a downtown core where tourists visit and commerce thrives. There is also a business district, often filled with corporate offices. If you buy real estate near these prime areas, you'll always have renters willing to pay top dollar. People want to live close to the action. University towns are especially lucrative for rentals, since students will pay for the convenience of walking to campus. Just know that student housing requires more maintenance and turnover. In 2 decades, you'll be glad you bought that conveniently located condo or apartment building. The value in rental income will grow immensely. Land. Land might seem like an odd investment, but it's one of the most stable assets you can own. The supply is finite, and demand continues growing with population. Owning a piece of the earth, whether it's 5 acres or 50, provides security that you'll always have a place to live and conduct business. Land holds value through recessions and can be passed down through generations. With more people moving away from cities and living off the grid, rural land will only increase in desirability and value. 2 decades from now, you'll be satisfied knowing you own a slice of this planet. Your children or grandchildren will inherit an extremely valuable asset. Index funds. Individual stocks are risky. You never know which companies will succeed 20 years from now. But index funds provide instant diversification across the entire stock market. An index fund tracks a major market index, like the S&P 500. It bundles together shares of the 500 largest U.S. companies. When one company underperforms, it gets replaced with a better performer. You benefit from the collective gains of corporate America. By investing 15 to 20% of your income into index funds every month, you leverage the greatest wealth creation machine ever, capitalism. In 2040, you'll have compounded returns rivaling even the savviest stock pickers. Set it and forget it. Blue chip art. Art may seem like an extravagance, but hear me out. The ultra-wealthy have been using it to store value for centuries. Rare masterpieces by Picasso, Basquiat, and Warhol are like Mona Lisas, there's only one authentic version. Yet the world's billionaire population keeps expanding. This creates immense demand for a very limited supply of museum-quality art. Prices continue breaking records year after year. Platforms like Masterworks allow anyone to invest in paintings or shares of paintings. You can now access an asset class previously reserved for aristocrats. In 20 years, you'll be glad you bought equity in a masterpiece. You'll have participated in tremendous wealth creation. Travel. Travel is the one purchase that makes you richer. It expands your mind, exposes you to new cultures, and creates memories that last a lifetime. Think back 5 or 10 years ago. What experiences do you remember most vividly? It's rarely a material possession. It's the trips you took and places you visited. The older you get, the fewer opportunities you have for adventure. Mortgage payments, kids, and careers limit your freedom. Invest in travel now while you're young and energetic. Make it a priority, even if budgets are tight. Go backpacking through Asia or road trip across the US. Your 65-year-old self will thank you for the memories and stories. Your health. Health is easily taken for granted when you're young. But preventing disease through nutrition, exercise, and regular checkups pays massive dividends down the road. An ounce of prevention equals a pound of cure. Doing a few simple things now, like eating well and exercising, saves you from expensive treatments later. Take care of your body and mind today, so your older self isn't burdened by failing health. You only get one body, invest in its upkeep. In 20 years you'll look back astonished at how much vitality you had in your youth. Make the most of it and you'll age gracefully. Your relationship. Your relationship with your spouse or long-term partner is one of the most worthwhile investments you can make. You'll spend more time with your significant other than anyone else in your life, over 90% more than you'll spend with each child. Make your relationship a priority over kids, careers, and other distractions. Set aside couple time. Show love and appreciation daily. Don't neglect intimacy. If you put in consistent effort, you'll have a soulmate for life. You'll face all of life's ups and downs together. In 20 years, a strong marriage or partnership will be one of your most valuable assets. Don't take it for granted. Friendships. Friends are the family you choose. While you make most in your youth, don't neglect these bonds as you age. Reach out to old friends just to chat or meet up. Be there during their milestones and hard times. Check in after big news. Make an effort to meet friends of friends and expand your social circle. The broader your network, the richer your life experience. In 2040, you'll want a few dear friends who've been with you through life's journey. Don't wait until the end to realize how much they mean. Knowledge. Learning is an investment that never stops paying off. Consume books, podcasts, courses, and more in your spare time. Even just 15 minutes a day adds up over months and years. Feed your mind and your career and business will flourish. Financial literacy in particular is priceless. Understanding money leads to accumulating wealth. In 20 years you'll be impressed by how much prosperity you attracted simply by feeding your mind daily. You'll be a mini Warren Buffett. Your spiritual and emotional health. Possessions and status symbols are nice, but happiness comes from inner fulfillment. Don't neglect your spiritual and emotional well-being. Take time for self-reflection. Identify negative thought patterns and make changes. Heal emotional wounds before they fester. Explore your version of spirituality, whether it's organized religion, new age practices, or just spending time in nature. In 2040, you'll look back with gratitude for the personal growth you experienced. And you'll be so glad you found inner peace. Social skills. Some people coast through life relying on good looks or intelligence. But first-class social skills make everything easier and more enjoyable. Practice mingling at parties, speaking confidently to groups, and approaching strangers. Master the art of charm. Become an engaging storyteller. Ask good questions. Show compassion. Use humor. With top-notch social talents, you can build rapport with anyone. This unlocks opportunities in relationships and business.